Welcome to this episode of FIRECAST, Forging Innovation in Rural Education. This week we're in Louisa, Kentucky at Lawrence County High School. We're going to visit with some teachers, some administrators, some students, and see some of the amazing things that are going on with kids here. So join us. Welcome. Let's get started. We're with Christy Moore, principal here at Lawrence County High School, and have an opportunity to learn a little bit more about Lawrence County and some of the amazing things that are going on here with kids. And Christy, thank you for taking time out of your day to be with us. First, what brought you to Lawrence County?
I've been in Lawrence County in my whole life. I graduated here from Lawrence County High School in 1992, and I taught here for 10 years prior to entering administration. So I've always had my heart here in the county, and I want to make it the best that it can be for our kids. You know, I have kids here, and I just want them to know that they get the education they need, no matter where you want to go.
How have you seen that change over the last 4 or 5 years? What's happened in the school that has been a noticeable difference for you?
Well, we started, we were a needs improving school and a priority school, and we've made it to proficient status. And along the way, we have a different culture here. The students, I think, feel it's more of a family atmosphere. They can tell that we really care about them, and we offer a lot of stuff to get the students involved. We have several programs that are not just for one particular student. We have career technical education classes, JROTC. We have a very great arts program and humanities program. So our kids are able to take dual credit courses, and they can also be in the band, and they can go job shadow if they want to. So we have a plethora of things for our students to do.
Last thing I want to just touch on that you talked about a little bit. What about the school's relationship to the community and the community's relationship to the school? It seems that the community really supports the work of the school, and the school is involved in the community.
Our community is wonderful. If we need anything, they try to help us out and just pitch in. There's a lot of times, and we spoke earlier, we have a backhoe out back that our students are riding on that is the county's, because we have a heavy equipment program, and our students needed to get some time to figure out how to work it. They were, and our county government has said, oh, we'll bring it up there for you. Yeah. So our community partners are invaluable to us, because without them, our students wouldn't be able to experience that. We take our students to, and I mentioned before, the job shadowing through the different medical avenues. The doctors will actually come in and they will dissect an eye or help with dissections in our biomedical classes. Just through volunteer and sharing their experiences. And it's so great for our students to see.
Well, that's great. Thank you for letting us be here.
Yes,
and we're going to transition now and move to a different interview. But Christy Moore, principal here at Lawrence County High School. Welcome back to FIRECAST. We're really thrilled that we were able to pinch a few minutes with Dr. Robbie Fletcher, superintendent here at Lawrence County, who is an incredibly busy man, so we appreciate your time. Just had a couple of questions for you. The first one, I guess, is most intriguing to me. You have a motto here at Lawrence County, All In Lawrence County. How did that originate, and what does that mean to you and the staff here?
When All In LC began, it began as a Twitter handle. I spent some time, I was going to be new to Lawrence County, and I wanted to find a way to connect with people. And not only to connect, but also to say, hey, I'm all in when it comes to being a part of the Lawrence County culture. But when I came here, it actually started on, I was hired on May 19th. The Twitter handle went live on July 1, and I learned it was much more very quickly. I went into, after launching that Twitter handle, I got to watch a lot of great things go on, and went into the very first football game, and the cheerleaders were chanting All In LC. So it started out as trying to be a way to connect with people. But then after I got in Lawrence County and became a part of the culture, I saw it so much more. Now, what I mean by that is we have so many community members, so many businesses that invest in our kids. Our local hospital, Three Rivers Medical, our vet, our optometrists, our family doctors. We also have an engineering group. They allow our kids to come and do observations, which takes their time, but they're willing to dedicate that back into our kids. And then also one of the great things about Lawrence County is homecoming. And to see the kids pour all their school spirit into getting ready for that week. And it's been something that's been going on since the late 70s. You know, there's been so much pride into the Lawrence County school system. So I might have came up with the Twitter motto, the slogan, but it was here long before Robbie Fletcher came to the district. And you can see that by the dedication of the community members into our kids, everywhere from Fallsburg to Blaine to Louisa. So I'm very proud of them.
When you meet folks in education who have never been to Lawrence County, how would you describe this school district and what makes it unique to them when they have not had the opportunity to come and visit?
I think one of the things that kind of surprises me, and I'll go back to that all-in LC motto, several of superintendent friends that I have across the state, everything from Fayette County to even in Western Kentucky, a lot of times they'll see me and they'll say all-in LC. And so from that social media, we're able to talk about different things. I think the first thing I would say to the people that if they wanted to visit Lawrence County is to look at what's going on in our classrooms as far as intervention with kids, in classroom instruction, intervention, and then take it a step farther to say, you know, our kids are getting into programs such as a biomedical program that our kids are getting anywhere from 30 to 40 hours of observation time outside of the classroom. So I think that's one of the things that makes us special is that that ability to get out and see the real world and let the kids make a decision. You know, I enjoy this. This is something I want to do. A great example, a young lady that's gone through, I think it's our nursing program, who also gets a lot of hours. She went out and knew beyond a shadow of a doubt, this is the career that I want. After 1 week, she saw what it was like and switched. Now, that's a lot better to do that now in high school and when it would cost them a lot more money when it goes to college. So that goes back to the fact that our community is willing to invest in our kids to help them make decisions. It is something that I've seen over and over and over, and it's not just the school system. It's the people in the community wanting to invest in our kids and make them successful. So if I could point to one thing, it's the all-in-ness of everybody in this area.
That's great. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being with us. Dr. Robbie Fletcher, Superintendent at Lawrence County, and it's just an incredible opportunity for us to visit, to be able to share with you some of the powerful and compelling things that are going on in this school and in this school district. Thanks very much, and we'll be back in just a moment. We're back, and we're with Mr. Brad West, the Department Chair for CTE here at Lawrence County High School and an engineering teacher. Brad, thank you for being with us today.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
Glad you're here, and if you could tell us a little bit about your position here, what you do, and the robust CTE program that you all have.
The unique thing about me being here is that it's a passion. It's simply spent 14 years in a different profession. Came to education because I wanted to, not because I had to. Like many of our career tech teachers, we have skills and training outside of the classroom. So with respect to being robust, we feel that that's certainly an advantage to our students, is to bring that experience into the classroom. Many of our educators, like myself, still have bivocational duties, meaning that we still stay current on our practices and our principles and our professions. So it's a unique position to be in.
How many different types of CTE courses do you all offer here?
We have 9 educators that are teaching in the career tech programs. Now, obviously, KDE identifies those as pathways. We have teachers that are teaching agriculture, business, finance, and accounting, construction, carpentry. We have heavy equipment operations, biomedical sciences, and engineering, which are part of the Project Lead the Way programs. We have family consumer sciences, which is doing both culinary arts and early childhood development. And our health sciences program, which is our Medicaid nurses aid, preparing students to be nurses.
If you were to provide any advice for someone in a different school about how you all have created this amazing program here, what are 2 or 3 things you would recommend to a counterpart somewhere else that they needed to pay attention to?
Most importantly is being able to service the entire student population. We look at the industries and the businesses in our service area, if you will, that are looking for certain jobs, certain skills, and that's who we match with. So our business and industry partners and all the stakeholders, including parents and the community members, are vital in helping us to promote our programs. Second to that is providing quality programs. Now, these things come at a cost. Every program that we have is as we like to say, they are exhaustibles. I mean, we use a lot of materials, so they come at a cost. And our district has been gracious enough to provide the funding for such programs to allow them to be successful.
Mr. West, thank you so much. A real pleasure.
Appreciate
everything you do and the work that you do here at Lawrence County High School for all of these kids. It's really amazing. Thank you.
Homecoming might be the most important annual event in Lawrence County schools. A week each fall is dedicated to activities and performances that showcase talent and spirit among students.
Homecoming is a tradition here at Lawrence County High School that goes back to 1976. That was the first year, and it was started by a teacher here named Carol Ward. And the new school was being built, and she felt the students who were the last ones to graduate from the old Lawrence County High School needed something special, so she created Homecoming. My class, the class of 1982, won Homecoming and the Spirit Stick 4 years in a row. 4 consecutive years the class of 1982 has won, and that has never occurred before or since.
Homecoming to Lawrence County is a unique experience that you can't find anywhere else. We often tell students at the beginning of homecoming that many schools have tried to do homecoming in their school like ours, and it just doesn't work because Lawrence County is unique in what we do. All students have the opportunity to do something. There's academics, there's activities, and no matter what the situation is going on in the classroom or at home, you're able to join together. Especially your freshman year where you're coming from different schools, Louisa, Fallsburg, Blaine. It is an ability for you to interact with your classmates and get to know them and really share a bond because you're all pulling together to do something. It's one of those experiences where you see the leadership of the school come through and you see the school spirit.
This homecoming happened during the week of Labor Day, so the event started on Tuesday. The dress-up theme was twins or groups. The first competitions of the week were academic testing and bulletin board decorating.
For academic testing during homecoming, each class has one person in each subject area, which is social studies, language arts, math, and science. I tested in language arts and I placed 3rd overall.
The bulletin board competition is to see which class has the most class or school spirit. It was actually an amazing experience, and I was so glad to be a part of it. It really showed me how much I appreciated my classmates, how many memories we had together, and I was very happy to be a part of it.
Wednesday's theme was around the world, and it was also field day, so all competitions took place outside on the football field.
Field day is like basically a competition of every grade, freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. Just see who's the best out of all the events. There's the mile run, which I participated in and got 1st place. There's the great race, and then there's the pie eating competition, which is probably the funnest. That's just really fun, and everybody has a great time. Everybody enjoys themselves, and it's just a good way to ease stress and stuff.
On Thursday, students dressed in the fashions of their favorite decade while gathering in the gym to present their famous couples and to cheer on their classmates during gym day.
Famous couple is a time where a class comes together and just picks a famous couple to represent their class. And for example, the sophomores picked plankton and KRS, and I think that was a really fun thing to do.
Gym day is a day where we compete in various competitions, such as basketball, tug of war, and even a gross food eating contest called Fear Factor. My favorite part was probably the tug of war because the freshman guys actually beat the senior guys. The students had a lot of school spirit and were very loud.
As homecoming week carried on, the tensions grew and the fun continued. The Friday pep rally is the most important event of this exciting week. Class events take place for most of the day, including skit, talent, and fight song. Freshmen got first in talent thanks to a group of boys and a single girl.
It was fantastic. I loved it. I love singing. I love playing music. The boys did absolutely fantastic.
Sophomores got first in skit by acting out in actual skit practice.
We worked really hard on our skit, so we didn't really deserve to win the skit, but we worked really hard to do it, so we were kind of surprised that we won this year like we did last year.
Juniors and seniors had a long, hard battle as they both had their hearts set on the win. Seniors pulled through with the overall victory.
Second place goes to the juniors.
After the pep rally and during the football game halftime, the homecoming court took the stage. This year's homecoming court candidates were Madison Cassell, Anna Grayson, Addison Crum, Jill Adams, Victoria Clevenger, Leah Deo, Cassidy Cyrus, Chandra Belcher, Jessica Ramey, Shelby Skeens, and Haley Basden.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. The Lawrence County High School Homecoming Queen 2017 is Miss Leah Deo.
The Bulldogs won the homecoming game against Powell County 57-34.
Welcome back. We're here with two of the fine students at Lawrence County High School. Shane and Jill are going to talk with us for a few minutes about what it's like to be a student here and some of the work that they're involved in that prepares them for life after high school. Welcome. Glad you all are able to be with us today. First, if you could start by telling us, what's it like to be a student here at Lawrence County High School?
Being a student at Lawrence County High School is it's a fun experience. You know, it's a small town, so you know a lot of the people. The teachers are always real friendly. You know, your teachers always know your name. They always come and talk to you when they see you in the hallway. Plenty of activities to do for whatever you like to do in life. You know, we have people who like to farm. You know, we got programs for that. We got people who like to compete on their intelligence. You know, we have an academic team. And I know there's plenty of things that Jill likes to do that I don't know about, but she can talk about that.
Personally, I like just being close to all the people that are in my class. Like, I could probably name off everybody that's in my class, and we just all know each other, and we're all just one big family. And I really like that. And like in my biomed class, we pride ourselves in the hashtag #BiomedFam. So I mean, that's just like another like subset of like a group of people, you know, that is really close together.
Now, in your biomed class, do you or any of your fellow students do job shadowing?
Oh yeah, we every senior is required to get 50 hours. I think sophomores get like 20, and then juniors I think get like 30. But I've job shadowed a nurse practitioner, and a speech pathologist, and right now I'm with the local urologist, Dr. Yost.
Now, we were talking earlier, and you've already completed your basic training.
Yes. I left May 30th, 2 weeks after we got out of school this past year, and I was there all summer. I graduated August 11th, and I came home August 12th. I graduated from Fortsville, Oklahoma, class 4817.
Congratulations. And I know we all appreciate your future service, so that's wonderful. One last question. If you met someone from a different part of the state or a different state, and they ask you what makes Lawrence County unique, how would you respond to that question?
What makes Lawrence County unique is it's, for as small as we are, it's really diverse. You know, you have a lot of people that spend a lot of their time out. You know, from this community, a lot of people that go out and hunt or they work on farms. But then you also have a lot of other people that get into business. Like Miss Case teaches a business class. There's a lot of people that go in and work business that way, and it's a really big change from, you know, the people fencing farms or raising cattle or, you know, or stuff like that come to do those things. Then you have the other people that do business or the people that see politics. Like Mr. Prince takes a group of kids to the Kentucky Youth Assembly every year. The Kentucky Youth Assembly is the largest mock state government in the nation. We usually, this past year was anywhere from 4,500 to 5,000 students from across the state. That's just the high school. They also have middle school, but just the high school, that many that go and they speak what they believe are issues in Kentucky, and you have that aspect of it as well. And you have some kids that go there and thrive. You know, they go and they speak and they become known across. We've had several. One year we had some of the people that proposed a bill per se that would become a law, and it passed there and went on to the actual Kentucky legislature, and it was tweaked, but it became real law in Kentucky. I know this past year we do a mock trial, and in the mock trial I showed myself. So I became the presiding officer to the Attorney General of the conference, and just that has opened up numerous opportunities, and without Mr. Prince or some of the other teachers that put me through that, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
I have to go back on how we're just a family. Like, all of my teachers know me personally, and I just have relationships with them that are like really, I'll look back on my time here in Lawrence County and just be so fond of it, because like my mom talks about how when she went here it was kind of the same way, and it's just nice knowing that if I need something, like if I need a letter of recommendation, I can go to Miss Huff, which I've went to several times because I'm a Rogers Scholar, and we can just go to our teachers, and we can go to like the students, and I can go to Mr. Johnson and any of the like higher faculty members too. It's just so, it's nice being close and knowing that there are people there for you and you have a support system.
That's great. We appreciate y'all spending time with us today, very much. Shane and Jill, two of the fine students here at Lawrence County High School. We're going to transition, and the Lawrence County High School All-Star Band is going to play us out through the transition.